I never imagined that my life could turn upside down in a single afternoon. I was browsing online, casually scrolling through social media, when I stumbled upon something that made my heart stop. Photos of my wife, Laura, in compromising situations with another man. At first, I couldn't believe it. My wife, the woman I had trusted for years, the mother of my children, was cheating, and the evidence was just a few clicks away. I stared at the screen, my mind racing. The betrayal wasn't subtle. The photos were intimate, explicit, and undeniable. I felt a mixture of shock, anger, and heartbreak, but amid the chaos of emotions, a strange clarity emerged. This wasn't a situation to handle with impulsive anger. I needed strategy, precision, and the kind of revenge that would leave a lasting impression. I started by collecting all the evidence. Screenshots, timestamps, links, every piece of proof was saved meticulously. I wanted to make sure that nothing could be disputed, nothing could be hidden. My goal wasn't only to expose her cheating, but to reclaim control over a situation that had blindsided me completely. Instead of confronting her immediately, I pretended everything was normal. I smiled, talked to her as if nothing had happened, and watched her fall deeper into her sense of security. Laura believed I had no idea about her betrayal. She didn't suspect that I had every piece of evidence backed up and ready to use. That false sense of safety was the first step in my revenge plan. The next stage involved carefully exposing the affair to the people who mattered most to her. I shared the photos and proof with her closest friends and family, doing so discreetly and tactfully so that it would hit hard without giving her a chance to spin the narrative. The reactions were immediate: shock, anger, and disbelief. Her lies and betrayal were no longer private. They were laid bare for the people she had relied on for support. Simultaneously, I prepared for legal action. I consulted a lawyer about divorce and custody arrangements, knowing that the affair would have significant weight in court. Laura tried to downplay her actions, claiming it was a mistake, but I had documented everything. Photos, messages, and timestamps made it impossible for her to deny the betrayal. When we finally met in the lawyer's office, I handed over the evidence calmly, letting the weight of the truth speak for itself. The fallout was devastating for her. Socially, her reputation suffered as friends and family learned the truth. Professionally, she faced subtle consequences as whispers of the affair reached her workplace. And legally, the court proceedings ensured that her actions had lasting financial and custodial implications. I didn't need to yell or scream. The combination of proof and strategic action ensured her world unraveled without me lifting my voice. Meanwhile, I focused on my own recovery and the stability of our children. I maintained routines, offered them love and reassurance, and shielded them from the chaos of their mother's betrayal. My priority was their well-being and preserving a sense of normalcy, even amid personal upheaval. Over time, I realized the power of controlled, calculated revenge. It wasn't about instant anger or dramatic confrontations. It was about preparation, patience, and strategy. By acting deliberately, I ensured that Laura faced the consequences of her choices fully, both socially and legally. She underestimated me, thinking that her actions would remain hidden or be forgiven easily. But the evidence didn't lie, and neither did my response. In the months that followed, my life began to stabilize. The children and I thrived in a home rebuilt on honesty and security. Laura faded into the background, forced to confront the results of her betrayal and the loss of trust, credibility, and relationships she had once taken for granted. Meanwhile, I reclaimed control over my life, my dignity, and my family. Looking back, I understood that the ultimate revenge isn't about public humiliation or fleeting anger. It's about precision, preparation, and consequence. By discovering the photos, documenting the betrayal, and acting with calculated force, I turned devastation into empowerment. Laura's deceit had no chance to manipulate or mislead me, and the truth left her exposed and accountable. The experience taught me a powerful lesson. Betrayal may strike unexpectedly, but deliberate, strategic action can reclaim control, protect loved ones, and deliver justice in a way that is calm, thorough, and devastatingly effective. My revenge was epic, not because it was loud, but because it was absolute.